Ever felt totally lost and hopeless? That moment when the world seems to crumble around you and you're left standing in the rubble of what once was your life. This is Alex's story. Alex was just like any of us, hardworking, with dreams and a pretty normal life. But inside, he had this fire pushing him to chase those big goals. He wanted more, But then, in the blink of an eye, everything changed. All his hard work, just like that, vanished into thin air. Confidence, totally crushed. It's such a bummer, right? The world that once embraced him now seemed to look right through him, as if he were invisible. Every morning, Alex would wake up, staring at the ceiling, wondering how he'd face another day. The simplest tasks became mountains to climb. Brushing his teeth, making breakfast, each action a reminder of how far he'd fallen. As days turned into weeks, Alex felt the weight of his struggles growing heavier. Friends who once filled his weekends with laughter slowly drifted away, their calls becoming less frequent, their presence a fading memory. Bills began to pile up on his kitchen table, each envelope a taunting reminder of the life he used to have. And it wasn't just the big things, it was the little moments too. Like when he'd reach for his morning coffee, only to knock it over, watching helplessly as it spilled across the counter. In those moments, Alex couldn't help but think, is this what my life has become? But life has a funny way of surprising us when we least expect it. It was on one of his darkest days, when the world seemed its bleakest, that something truly remarkable began to unfold. Alex pushed himself to stroll through the park he once adored. As he sat on a bench, lost in his thoughts, an elderly woman sat beside him. She didn't say much at first, just offered a gentle smile. But then, as if she could see right through to his soul, she spoke. "Oh, young man," she said, her voice warm and comforting. "Sometimes life's greatest storms show us our greatest strengths." Those words. They pierced through the fog that had surrounded Alex for so long. It wasn't an earth-shattering moment, no fireworks or sudden revelations. But it was a spark, a little flame of hope shining brightly in the darkness. From that day, Alex began to notice the little things. The barista who remembered his order and offered a genuine "have a great day." The neighbor who helped him carry his groceries. The online community he discovered, filled with others who understood his struggles and offered support. Slowly, step by step, Alex began to rebuild. He volunteered at a local shelter, finding purpose in helping others who were struggling. He picked up a paintbrush, rediscovering a passion he'd long forgotten. And with each small action, each tiny victory, Alex felt the weight on his shoulders lighten. There were still hard days, days when the doubts crept back in, when the path forward seemed unclear. But now, Alex had something he'd lost for so long. Hope. Hope that tomorrow could be better. Hope that he wasn't alone in his struggles. As weeks turned into months, Alex's life began to transform. It's not in grand, sweeping gestures, but in small, meaningful ways. He found a new job, one that aligned with his passions. He reconnected with old friends and made new ones. And most importantly, he found himself again. Not the person he used to be, but someone stronger, more resilient, more compassionate. Alex's journey reminds us of a profound truth, that even in our darkest moments, when all seems lost, hope exists. It may be hidden, buried beneath our fears and doubts, but it's there, waiting for us to uncover it. So to you, watching this right now, remember, your story isn't over. No matter how lost you feel, no matter how insurmountable your challenges may seem, there is hope. It might come in the form of a kind word from a stranger, a small act of kindness, or a community that embraces you. But it's there, waiting for you to reach out and grasp it. Your journey, like Alex's, is unique, but you're not alone on this path. There are others out there who understand, who have walked similar roads, who are ready to support you. Remember, hope exists even in the darkest moments. Share your story in the comments below. Let others know they're not alone. Subscribe to join our journey of building hope together. Because together, we can light the way through the darkest of nights and find our way back to the light. Your story of hope begins right now.